Pantone book for 3 years and never used it. That has to change. The Daily Doodle Diary is the perfect place to experiment. So why don't we combine both? Spend 2 weeks creating art using only random color palettes from this book. Could be fun, could be a disaster. Let's grab that book again. We need to pick the first random color palette. Oh, okay, this is the page. Okay, kind of like a purple, brown and grey. This brownie grey is probably the closest I've got. We're gonna try and make this work. It's interesting, that's for sure. I don't normally swatch colours, but in this case, I think it's actually a huge help because that brown grey shade, which I think is literally called brown grey, it looks the exact shade of a waffle cone, which made me think of ice cream. I guess you can get chocolate ice cream, and this colour's looking very cool for checkerboard. Not really sure if there's a purple ice cream in existence, but I guess you can put food colouring in anything really. So we've got a little waffle cone with ice cream. Okay, it's a simple design, but I genuinely would not have chosen this. We're well into year 3 of the Daily Doodle Diary now, and honestly, this might be the first ice cream, maybe even second. I can't believe I never thought of drawing one, but those highlights are essential. It kinda looks like ice cream. I actually just created this for how much art can you make. It's going to be in a different video. So the Inktense pencils are out. Saying that, we can't be too fussy. There's not that many. Considering some of the Pantone colours are really quite muted and difficult to find. Since I last saw you literally just a few days ago. Got this lovely warm palette, which with the bottom here made me think of trees. There's actually a really light grey here that you can't really see. It's not the most interesting palette. Anyway, let's see what we got today. I'm hoping it's going to be really bright, bold colours, which will work with the pencils. Oh, we're also going to need to do it on a separate piece of paper and stick it in. Ready? Oh. I don't have any of these colours. Maybe we'll go for a brighter one, right? Something like this would actually work. Okay, let's do a random number. 10. That one. What do we have? I still haven't swatched these, if you can believe. Looking at the ends, I would say it's got to be that one, right? Purple. That's the more muted one. I mean, it's kind of sick green, which I don't have. It's either lime green or brown. No, apparently that one's mustard. Oh, actually no, that looks spot on. This is not filling me with hope. Grab some paper. Something that can handle water, so probably not that. Maybe, actually, watercolor paper? Yeah, I think we'll do this, but of course we are going to lose some of the edge there. I think this is A5 and this is smaller, right? I don't know what size this is, but it's not that. What are we going to do? It's a surreal landscape every time, but I have kind of a picture in mind, okay? A hill with swirls with a house on top, a little bit like making me think of a cartoon. Maybe the Grinch. Maybe Edward Scissorhands. That's the vibe I'm getting with this colour palette. Kind of like that. Skinny little purple house. Quirky and surreal as well. Kind of Tim Burton style. Maybe the sun is also spiraling. It's kind of here. Should colour this in. Because with these pencils, this is where the colour comes from. I am going to be honest, I don't really know how to use them. They are watercolour pencils, the Inktense ones. But once you add water, they are completely dry like ink. That's why they're called Inktense. That doesn't mean I know how to use them. This is very Tim Burton. We desperately need to add colour. Okay, the mustard looks a lot more like mustard now it's down, but actually it's not that far off. Ooh, maybe we add spirals on top as well. Well, okay, you're really gonna have to trust the process for this one. Very difficult to see right now. Oh, but that's purple. Maybe we need a little bit of light behind the house. How are we gonna blend purple into yellow? You see why I struggle with Inktense? You cannot visualize what it's gonna look like at all. Oh, maybe we should grab a flat brush. Oh, actually, that is very round. Oh, I'll be fine, I'll be fine. Should we start with the sun. I guess we're gonna have to re-add the swirls. We do want this to be all filled in, don't we really? It's so bright, isn't it? Once you add water, it's crazy. Okay, let's see if it blends. I think it'll be fine having a little bit of texture come through. I think that will look cool. Oh, I just realized we don't want to lose the sun, but we are going to lose the edge of the page. Why does it look so orange and then that's the color we get? It's crazy. Honestly, these two colors look so similar. I think we need to dry this and then we'll go from there. Let's add a little bit of water to the house. Do you want to try and keep the shape though? Oh, I don't know how we're going to pull this together. The two colors look identical. Well, when they're wet they are, so maybe we want to actually keep them dry. So maybe we want to do another swirl here. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know how we're gonna piece this together. I don't know how to use this art supply. Yeah, I started shading on the wrong side. It's okay, we can swap, I guess, but instead loop. In this way of creating, we really are just going with the flow. But when it comes to this art challenge, why not grab some art supplies you don't normally use and see what you can make? And if you're considering starting the Daily Doodle Diary challenge, why don't you check out the video that I'll pop below? It's all about why you should join. And one of the big parts in it is that you can come up with ideas. Like, this is not taking long at all. And I guess now's the time to see if it actually works. Maybe we'll grab the round brush instead, because we want to try and keep these shapes, don't we? Guess we need to do the same for these little weird swirls as well. Oh, that is so much darker now. Because if it didn't look like pencils, we could have just used a pan, you know? It kind of defeats the point. Now this one, I don't want to go too low because we've got some lovely little blooms here. Okay, this is looking very odd. So we're gonna go with it. Do this one as well and then follow it around the spiral. A little weird tree stars. Detail a little bit of texture would be nice. Maybe even stripes could work. Oh, yes. Well, okay, I think we might be done. Looking at this now, I'm kind of realizing we're gonna cut quite a lot off. Like, if we go to this edge, we're gonna lose most of the sun. Why do it that way? I wonder if we should cut about here to keep it and pop it on that side, and then just do something a bit smaller. Then we have this. Just press it down. Okay, you ready? Oh, that's so silly, but I'm kind of glad that we kept the little edge there because it would have been sad to lose that much. It's a little Tim Burton inspired piece. Let me know, what do you think? Do you like it? Do the colours work? Well, this is a lovely pastel palette, but I think we've somehow ended up with that warm grey shade again. Why is it there's so many of these have a grey in? Not even the right one. Grab a cuppa and head upstairs. Let's get cozy. Pop the colours in the Discord server, and the suggestions are a baby bear in a cloud and lilac flowers with a gorgeous photo. We have to use this. The previous colour palette is red with 2 shades of grey, and after that we also had grey with a pink purple shade and green. This design came out of nowhere, but I kind of really like it. Maybe something similar in the shape of a sticker could be quite cool. This sort of scratchy look. Oh, I don't know, I just got stickers in my mind. Now I want everything to be a sticker. But for now, I guess we're attempting to draw a bear in a cloud with flowers. We have some lovely new Patreon members to add to the tree. Firstly, welcome back Gina, the little fishy. We also have Becky's Journey with Art. She's having a cute little snail on the tree. I don't know what it is. Maybe because we're now in spring. I've had this urge to draw insects, butterflies and ladybirds, snails and slugs. I just want to draw them all. Like caterpillars? Oh, they're so cute. And this is no exception. I hope you like it. And then we have the wonderful Ashley Renee heading to her vlog, find a little kitty, and look at this little majestic boy. I'm sorry, I know we shouldn't have favorites, but is this not the cutest cat you've ever seen? He's so fluffy. He's gorgeous. Probably gives good cuddles. And if you haven't already, make sure you check out Art with Ashley Renee here on YouTube. She's so lovely. And of course, thank you to all of the sketchbook buddies. Look at the tree. The package has arrived. Shall we open it? This is by the lovely Collage, who asked if they could send something. Oh, that's shiny. And I have no clue what's inside. Yay. Oh. Is it just me that will always try and keep these stickers? Unfortunately, they're having to close their store, but they've still got a couple of items on craftedbycolette.com. Oh, that's such a shame. Oh, look at that pattern. That is gorgeous. Oh, that's so pretty. Ah. Wally. Kind of making me want to paint a Wally movie scene now, but there are so many. I think it's already on the list. Oh, so pretty. What a little cutie. Oh, these are all so beautiful. Of course, we need to pop them up on the wall, possibly there. That is pretty much the only gap left. I mean, I guess we could extend there if need be. We're kind of running out of space. These are absolutely stunning though. Yeah, I've definitely got a soft spot for that one. Thank you so much for thinking of me, Colette. That's so lovely. Oh, so yesterday was a super quick doodle, as you saw. I want to make something a little bit proper, and ideally a little bit of junk journaling if we can. A lot of it depends on what color palette we get. My partner Buddy was very clever and made a generator. Let's see what we get. It's a bit slow. 158. Oh, it's the power clashing section. Yeah, this will be fun. We've had quite a lot of muted tones so far. Column 3, row 2. How have we ended up with the most muted one on the entire page? Literally, look at that. We could have had all of these bright colors and we get this one. I like it. Seriously, how? Maybe there could be an envelope, like an old birthday card or something. This is the reason I don't really junk journal anymore. It is overflowing. Literally, I've been thinking about doing a collage themed video to try and get through some of this because that's crazy. Let me know if that's something you'd like to see. Oh, also, this is the box from the most recent Facebook Marketplace haul, and I've actually prepared this little craft section for the children in the family. I've got my old oil pastels because we now have those ones there. Yellow pencils, a lot of the paints from the haul, the pens too, just some that we didn't think we were really going to use. So it'll probably be nice going to them instead. Realistically, there's art supplies all here. There's some in the boxes. There's some there and also in the trolley underneath. We're only 2 people. Can't get through them all. A lovely pastel green, a lilac and an orange. Okay, I'll try my best. Oh, no, I don't want to keep that in here. I do actually want to stick that in the diary. The other piece is from something else. Fortunately, that is just a little bit too bright. Oh, that's so cute. That's not too far, actually. Okay, it's small, but I have found something. Do you remember the video that this is from? If you do, let me know down below because that'd be crazy. It's the edge of a piece that we created, but that's pretty much the right color. And also from the same piece, both the colors we need. Oh, what's this? Oh, post-it notes. Okay, I'm not gonna spend all day looking, but I don't know how we're gonna do it. Post-it notes, the edges. This is actually one of the many pages I printed before changing the ink. You might recognize it from the shop launch video. And we've got the most of this, so I think this should be the background. We also have these little pieces of tissue paper. Very little. So when I got my printer, I actually tipped it upside down, and this was to get rid of the ink that was left in the system. I had to print over 100 pages. You can see we were losing the black, but there was just so much color still in. Oh, it's one of those tanks with bottles, that's why. I don't know what we're doing. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This happens a lot. It's just the process where I join in too, because I don't know. Oh, there's only one. We could do trees. That sounds about right. Maybe we'll just make some lines. Just see what we can do. Okay. This one has marks on it, but oh well. This is something I like to do if I don't have any ideas. Just cut up loads of different shapes and see what you can find. I don't see anything. Well, this one is most tree-like. Maybe this one as well. I don't really know what junk channeling is. Is that kind of it? Yeah, okay, we'll wing it. You get the idea. It'll be a lot easier to see with this cut off. Well, okay, that's something. We have this little bit of green, maybe some zigzags. Oh, this is what those scissors would be good for. I do actually have them. Yeah, that could work. Stick that at the bottom here. Yeah, we'll space it out a little bit so it's a bit like a shadow. Pop the big one in the middle. Oh, maybe I'll pop it there. I made them even smaller. I think we need to add extras. Oh, maybe up here. We must have the colours in here, right? Oh no, that's exactly the right colour. It's like a mint green or a sage green or something, isn't it? Probably closer to that green, if anything. All a little bit dark. I'm gonna be honest, I do not have any experience with this. You might have figured it out. Oh, why don't we do this up here? We'll do a yellow. Just try and make it look a little bit more purple. Oh, I tell you what, let's make it a bit smaller actually. Oh, the green, we can't forget about that. But there's a little bit too straight. I'll pop something else on top. One more. I don't know, should we bring it up a little bit? Maybe grab this one. So the question is, does this count as junk journaling? What do you think? Did we do it right? It's abstract, that's for sure. You can't really tell if it's trees or something dramatic. I don't know. Did we do it? These little rabbits are actually part of the animal sticker bundle. It looks like this. And I tell you what, how's about in honor of this piece, I'm gonna give you this phone wallpaper because that's what the background is. Just head over to Patreon where it will be free for all members and you can have this. Well, not this, but the background is a phone wallpaper. I don't think we have the colours. Let's try again. Okay, we're destined for grey. First up, let's hand it over to Buddy, who's dropping ink on water to create a skull, I believe. I don't know if it's an ADHD thing, but one thing that I'm learning over the years is that we can have tons of art supplies in the studio, and my partner Buddy will not use them, even if I mention it or we have new art supplies. So every time I have an art supply out, because I'm using it for a video, I always make sure to leave it and call him over and just be like, no, create something, because he really does enjoy it when the art supplies are out, but will never reach for it ever. Don't get me wrong, inks, okay, I love inks. They are gorgeous. Look at all of these blooms. They are so pretty on water. They are quite messy. I can see why you can't just reach for inks, because I don't either. But coming up, this is a fun video and I can't wait to show you. For now, we're taking it off the block and reaching for the ink pen. In the art studio, there are a lot of little pots, even on the pegboard. And the biggest reason for this is that they are out. You can see them, you can grab them. So many art supplies are hard to get to. Yesterday, believe it or not, I actually got this lovely color palette, and unfortunately, I cannot bear to cut this piece off. So, yep, we're going over the page. We're sticking it in two again. I am covered, but this abstract flowers turned out pretty cute. In the middle of creating a little bit of collage for a video. Everything's out, call Buddy over, let's do this. Because he's also been joining in these 2 weeks. We're both creating using the same color palettes. One of the colors is green and the other is pink, so I saw a little bit of a windmill here. Buddy went in a different direction. It's honestly so much fun having someone next to you, creating at the same time. Very rare, I've only had this happen a few times, but it is lovely. Oh, and if you're enjoying this video, why don't you go ahead and give it a like, hype, subscribe, all of that good stuff. It really helps so much. And you know, there's a lot of fun videos coming up this summer. Obviously, this collage is one of them. A little bit of horror, the create this book, more challenges. There's a lot of fun stuff coming up and I can't wait to show you.
Change of weather, a change of heart, a change of what you thought was my part in your life. In your life.
Oh no, I forgot the little disaster that happened yesterday. It doesn't fit. But if we cut it, we'll lose a windmill. You know what? Let's just put it on the next page. It's fine. We'll just swap them over. And that way we could keep the entire piece.
'Cause you were always who I turn to, but you make me feel I'm the bad guy now.
it's time to pick the final colour of this little experiment. Why have we had so many pages in the 150s? Timeless. Apparently. Column 1, row 3. We not already had that? No, you know what? That is literally grey and black. We're doing a redraw. We can't end on that one. We can't end on grey. We've had so many greys. It's a nice bright colour palette, please. 63. Do you see what I mean? There are so many others. 63. Not bright. Column 3, row 3. There are so many bright colours in this book. Okay, we'll do it. Brown and blue. That's the colour palette. I've actually just realised we had a really big gap between this episode and the last one. A lot of pieces I haven't shown you. First things first, let's catch up, have a sketchbook tour. The last episode ended here, and then I went straight into some silliness. After sketching properly for so long, I just wanted to make some little doodles. Feeling a little bit tired at this point, out of touch with the Doodle Diary and what it was supposed to be. You know, just a little bit lost. This video is actually out now. So many quick doodles. Oh, that's a commission. You will see it. A lot of fun. That's very odd. And these are kind of odd too. Lots of very strange things happening. Here we are. Of course, that had to be stuck on that side, so I just did that with the color palette and also this. We're actually on the back today. We're gonna need some paper. Maybe these ones will work. Go with the brown theme. Right, it's very much brown. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Like, these are our brown options. Okay, we'll go raw umber and terracotta. Let's make it a little bit more orange leaning because, you know, you can see I just do not have the colours. Oh, marine blue, that's pretty good. What is it? That one. I've actually never used blue grey. We'll give that a try. Raw umber, right down the bottom here. Blue. I don't even know what we're going to create with these. Thinking we should have a little look in the random prompt pot. Or maybe a best of 3. Trophy, steam train, that could be interesting. Nebula, I think we're gonna go for steam train. I just keep ending up drawing the same things. Everything is a surreal landscape or a portrait. I'm wondering if we can actually do 2 of these next to each other. That would fit the style though. If we have quite dark colors, maybe we can do that one. Ooh, what about this one? This is what we have. Like Thomas. We should probably go with the blue and then do the brown as the outside. I'm overthinking it. Let's just go for it. Oh, we're getting even wonkier. And then there's like stuff, isn't there? There's stuff. Why don't we do the front? This lovely color. This is terracotta. I guess this bit here should be that color as well. Next, I think we'll grab this color and just color in the gaps. We always try slightly odd stuff here, don't we? This is a Daily Doodle Diary episode after all. We'll fill in this little area as well. The window. What about some numbers? Much prefer the first lot, so we'll do it both sides. Oh no, I can see that. That works actually. And if we add some lines and kind of join it up, maybe add a little bit of an outline actually. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, let's go find a glue stick. Oh, nice. See if this is actually gonna fit in here. I kind of forgot that was the background and now I'm slightly concerned that it's gonna show a bit. Ah well, we've done it now. Okay, just a little bit. And then we'll add the bottom. I think that's pretty spot on. The very last prompt using this color palette and the prompt steam train. Oh, it's kind of cute. It's kind of rustic and vintage. I actually really like it. You've got to let me know down below though which one is your favorite. And just like that, we created 2 weeks of experiments with crazy colors. Not so much crazy, but actually more muted than I would have thought. Make sure you're subscribed for more Daily Doodle Diary episodes. If you've missed any, there's a lot in the playlist below. Have a lovely day. I will meet you back here in a few days' time. Bye bye.